set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, it's Watson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Ballage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's caught by Hollister. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run it with Ballage. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Ballage. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run here with Ballage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run with Village. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Colts.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down and 1.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. He He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, they almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field will really generate big plays for an offense.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And 3.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down, Indianapolis.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On third down, here's Taylor. A nice little juke. And he works free. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First down, Colts.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
He was defended by Julian Blackmon.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. This will make it into the end zone. Stays on his feet. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They run once more with Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
It's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Campbell downfield. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and
looking to throw on second down. Watson got his man there, complete to Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's third and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. On the toss, here's Balaj. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
On second and goal, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Back to throw, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll throw right away. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Blankenship for the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Intended for Kalen Ballage. Incomplete. He was defended by Julian Blackman.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Watson. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to you. 29. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Kill.
Watson looks to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Watson off play action. Got a man. It's Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I said that on my account. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
At at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and when the offensive line is executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
24-yard line.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect
And
nothing
he
less.
will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Blankenship out for the point after.
Extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Colts 21, Texans 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing after the interception. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Colts 28, Texans 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. That's caught by Hollister, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
46-yard line.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No. It's one line.